Brazil's agony, carved into the soil. Fresh graves in Sao Paulo await the new COVID dead. Critics accuse President Jair Bolsonaro of presiding over a massacre with hundreds of thousands of needless deaths. Josildo de Mauro was one of them, relatives say. The 62-year-old died from COVID in May, hours after these pictures were taken. The father of 5 was the heart of his family. His son Felipe joined the recent street protests here against the Brazilian leader, seeking justice for his father.
He was funny, a good person, worker, always working, every day working, trying to solve everything. It's terrible, really. I never imagined that something like this happening with us, really, never. We don't have any value, we have nothing, we're nothing.
For those who've come out on the streets here, this isn't just about grief and anger, it's about political responsibility. They believe that many of the dead are victims of President Bolsonaro, his policies and his inaction, as well as victims of COVID-19. And the pressure on the president is growing.
The epicentre is here, inside the modernist parliament in the capital, Brasilia. We met the opposition senator, Omar Aziz, leading an inquiry into the handling of the pandemic. His own brother is among the dead. He says the president doesn't believe in science and the people have paid.
Quantos órfãos hoje no Brasil? Quantas viúvas? Quantos viúvos? Quantos avós se foram? Quantos irmãos igual o meu se foram? O meu irmão é um caso. Nós temos 520 e poucos mil óbitos e vamos chegar a 600 mil. Porque não há nenhum interesse do governo brasileiro em mudar a sua postura, o seu comportamento.
The Senate hearings are often heated and have become must-watch TV. A Pfizer executive said its offers to supply vaccines last year were ignored by the government for months. And President Bolsonaro has been accused of negligence and corruption, claims he denies. Here he was just last month, thronged by die-hard supporters and setting an example of not wearing a mask. In the midst of a pandemic, leading a bikers' rally. He insists the wheels of the economy must keep turning and says staying home is for idiots and it's time to stop whining and crying.
Brazil is...
The president guaranteed that COVID would spread, according to Pedro Halal, the epidemiologist leading Brazil's largest study on the virus.
Everything that you should not do, Brazil has done. Pretty much everything. So Brazil has said that the pandemic would not be important. Oh, it's just a little flu. Our president said, oh, it's coming to an end in April last year. Then he said that the vaccines were not safe. The statements from the president himself were they produced damage and they killed people. And this is what it needs to be said.
Many protesters go further, accusing the president of genocide. They want him out. For now, he's going nowhere, but the bereaved are hoping there will be a reckoning. Orla Guerin, BBC News, Brasilia.